And I guess we should probably go over what Blade Dance actually
Yeah.
is. So Blade Dance says start a free attack with a number of attacking summoned blades, and the number is equal to whatever the Blade Dance number is. So Blade Dance 1 summons one attacking blade, and the blades, of course, we saw is actually one of the first cards. That 1 mana 1/1 blade that
Mm-hmm.
gets obliterated when I leave combat. Though I have been seeing reports that that is not always technically true, or like it it acts in a way that at least I didn't think it would initially.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if it's bugs or intended or not, but
Right.
there's a lot of times when you like recall it or take it out of combat, it does
Yeah.
not obliterate.
Yeah, I think after seeing how what I thought was like if it ever leaves the attack,
Yeah,
that it just is
the
gone.
front line
If it
essentially.
ever leaves the front line, it's just gone. That's what I thought based on reading it. Now, of
Yeah,
course, there is what the card says on it.
and what it
There's
does.
what it should do based on what it says, and then what it actually does. Those are three different things. And yeah, so it doesn't work like that. It seems like it works more like when combat ends, it checks the board and
Yeah.
obliterates all blades. It
Yep.
checks everywhere. Well, actually, it doesn't check everywhere, right? Because it keeps them in hand, I think.
Yeah. If you throw them in your hand, they stay there.
Yeah.
They don't get like
So
fleeting.
right. So if you if you well, regardless, I mean the interactions, I guess we'll get cleared up as to whether they
Yeah.
are if it's intended or if it's just a bug or
Now,
not. But
now I will like I think it is cool how they work. I mean, I think they could word it better and stuff, but I like that. Like,
mhm.
if it hits the Nexus, it gets obliterated versus
Yeah.
it dying.
Yes.
It works like that for a lot of reasons. One being
Yes.
things like Neverglade Collector and
Yep.
Pesky, whatever. Don't
Yep.
give extra pings for them dying because
That
that'd
would
be
be brutal.
degenerate. And also, a lot of people are like, why don't they just make him ephemeral? Well, that would make Shark Chariot busted as well.
Oh,
Uh, and also, Hecarim would level up on like turn 3
yeah.
also.
They'd also feel even more like sand soldiers,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Which like these feel like I honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking it that probably is intended that you could do that. Maybe. Um look at if you can like recall them because recall is like a core synergy to Ionia. So maybe recalling them to like save them to block later is actually something that's intended. I don't know. But yeah, if they were just ephemeral, then yeah, all the things that you said would be the case. And I'm wondering like it's also possible that like because it all she already fits like misfortune is an obvious one and Azir is an obvious one. But if they were ephemeral or they if they died, then everyone would be playing them with like Callista
Yeah.
or even Thresh, right? Like
Yeah.
you're triggering Thresh so quickly.
Oh yeah, I mean the amount of blades you get to play on every single turn, like between the recall and give it a blade dance, whatever it
Right.
called,
Yeah.
uh, like Irelia herself, the
Hmm.
other cheap one, like you get a blade dance like 4 or 5 times a turn. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and I'm wondering because like Azir and MF, I think are like level 1, and I feel like with the exception of like TK Raka,
Hmm.
which for what it's worth did end up getting optimized, and I guess Deep to an extent too. Although again, that also got optimized because remember the
Uh-huh.
old days of let
Yeah,
me
the very
keyword
first
search
deep deck
Deep.
versus now.
Let me keyword search toss, put everything in. Oh, there's one extra slot. Okay, let's play one single withering whale. But yeah, I'm wondering if what is the level 2? Like, is it just like optimizing it even more? I saw
Hmm.
you were playing actually Aurelia Timo, which of course,
Because why would I
Timo and
not? Yeah,
Saucy Mailman
yeah,
name a more iconic duo. I'll wait.
yeah.
But also maybe there is an aggressive elusive. I've loved the idea of Kinku elusives Timo
Yeah.
for a while. I've played that deck. I mean, it was like tier 2, but it's You can
Yeah,
definitely do stuff.
there's definitely a few variants that I've seen, especially with the Misfortune versions.
Mhm.
I've seen that there's a version that runs the Kinku Wayfinder, and you're
Yeah.
basically just playing Misfortune as the only card from Bilgewater.
Mhm.
Then there's the more traditional like Scouts version where you play, stuff that has Scout as well.
Mhm.
And then that's even like, do you play Crackshot Corsair? Do you play like because
Mm.
that's one that you might not play, or like Jagged Butcher?
Right.
The real MVP of all of these decks though is the I think it's the Sparring Student. It's the 1 mana 1/1 that gets +1/+1 for everything that you summon.
Yup.
I've
Mhm.
seen some 10/10 Sparring Students today.
Yeah, because
1 mana 10/10,
you
pretty
know
okay.
who his teacher was, inspiring mentor.
Hmm.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Exactly. And we all know how powerful that card is still.
I mean, it used to be very
It used to be
powerful.
nuts. It used to be like a premier card.
Which,
But yeah,
yeah.
Sparring Student is now like an MVP premier card. If you start with that, like, and they
Mhm.
don't kill it the turn you play it, it gets gigantic. It's crazy.
Which is super cool to see that, like, hey, card that was literally in foundations
Yeah.
that have seen, there's been some like tier 2 swim decks, like ephemerals and stuff that
Yeah,
like,
well, and it was good when we had the original ephemeral elusive deck that ran
yes.
the Nexus Strike 3/1 or whatever that creates a
Yes.
copy in your hand.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
it used to get played back when Hecarim was degenerate, like the
Mhm.
first time around. And then once they nerfed Hecarim, this card stopped seeing play.
Right. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I seriously can't believe that you actually did. But please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and you can catch even more videos that we do here. And make sure you ring the fucking bell